Hi Pisces, welcome to Kaminacation. Thank you for joining me. This is your shadow work reading. So we're going to look at what type of shadow work you need to do, what is blocking you from your highest good currently, what do you need to do to kind of find ascension or to transcend your current situations. This is supposed to just really help you work on your spiritual path, and I hope that it does that. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you could check out the information and link in the description box below. All the prices are there and the link to my website. Also, sorry Pisces, hold on. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this. Let me know that you want me to continue doing this series for your sign. Because Pisces, you guys, the videos I do for Pisces, like they do all right, but they definitely are not in any of my like highest ranking videos. So sometimes you get skipped, Pisces, I'm sorry. But today Spirit was like, do Pisces. So here I am. All right, let's get started. Oh, and at the end, we're going to pull one of these angel cards. If you want to ask a yes or no question, we'll use those to do that. We're going to look at your environment, your head space, your heart space, and your intuition. But first, what is the shadow work that Pisces needs to focus on? Spirit, can you? Physical activity and parenting. So usually when I get the physical activity card, I think of sex. Sorry, it just is what it is. I'm not sorry though. But this definitely is about like the way that you move. This may be really important. I don't know, maybe some of you are pregnant and maybe some of you are learning your shadow work through. This is not going to be for everybody, obviously. But maybe some of you have gotten pregnant from having sex. Well, I mean, how else do you get pregnant? Well, there are different ways to get pregnant. So let's see if that's actually what's going on. If there's a baby involved. I don't know. This is why I don't be doing Pisces readings. What's in the environment for Pisces? Because you really never know what's going to come out. You know, something could be happening right now for Pisces, or it could have happened 15 years ago, and you would not be able to tell. What's in the current environment for Pisces affecting their shadow work? Okay, you got the Four of Pentacles coming out. Queen of Swords made its way out as well. They both kind of came out like sideways. So I'm going to take the Four of Pentacles in reverse. That's how I saw it with the Queen of Swords. Some of you are really focused on your stability right now. And it's like all you can think about. Maybe some of you, this is from like maybe in your childhood you moved around a lot, like you didn't really have a stable home to live in. Maybe some of your parents weren't active in your life as a child, like they didn't take you places, they didn't like maybe they didn't like hug you, stuff like that. And I feel like for some of you this may have led to you becoming quite cold, possibly, or quite reserved. Like maybe you don't like to open up a lot, you don't like to express yourself, or when you do express yourself it's in a very like matter of fact kind of way. Like you're like, what? It is what it is. I mean, a lot of Pisces are very blunt like that. I have a friend who's a Pisces. My mom is actually also a Pisces moon, I believe. Yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. Pisces moon, yeah. But anyway, yeah, Pisces, I feel like maybe some of you have trouble like really like being vulnerable, like really opening up. Let's look. What's in your headspace? One came right out. The Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it feels like some of you had like a really unhappy childhood or something like that. Or maybe some of you recently moved back home to live with your parents or something like that. But, it doesn't have to be that. But you think a lot about like maybe even your ability to create a happy home for your child, for your children. Like you think about what kind of parent you're going to be. You don't know if you're going to be a good one. Or if you have kids already, you don't know if you have been a good parent. You think about this a lot. I feel like maybe also some of you like who did have kind of unhappy childhoods. I mean, join the club, I'm just kidding. I love you, Mom. I'm just saying though, we all have shit from our past, right? But for those of you who feel like you had like an especially unhappy childhood, I feel like it stays on your mind a lot. Yeah. Okay, what's in the heart space for Pisces? I'm feeling very like Three of Swords here. What's in the heart space? The Lovers in reverse. Okay. So some of you may have, I'm sticking with this parent thing, but maybe some of your parents like separated or something. Like I'm getting for some of you, you were going back and forth from house to house. Like, I don't know. I just feel a lack of stability in your life, Pisces. And I feel like you used to dream of the day that you would have this or have that, or like, when I have my own family, I'm going to do this. Yeah. I feel like you feel really lonely though. I'm not really sure why. You feel disconnected. Again, I think some of you worry about, will you ever find like the one? Will you ever have a baby? Will you ever settle down? Like, find your happy place. And even if it's not like a relationship wise, like maybe this is just about you feeling like, you wanting to find your tribe. What's in the intuition for Pisces? The Knight of Wands in reverse. I feel like maybe sometimes you have a habit of like glossing over things, like things that you should give more attention to, but maybe a bit of escapism here. I'm hearing that word, like you may use physical activity like sex to replace love, or to seek validation. This is not going to be everybody's message, but I said this to Aquarius as well. Like, shadow messages are not easy to hear, okay? They can be triggering. So maybe I should have said that at the beginning, but shadow work is not like, I don't want to say it's not easy. It's easy, but it's hard, like some of these are things usually that you already know about yourself, but it's hard to hear somebody tell it to you. It's hard to hear like, yeah, you need to work on that. It's really hard to hear. So if you're not in a space to hear and receive this right now, I encourage you to go ahead, exit, take a minute, right? And come back though, okay? Don't just be like, oh no, I don't want to, right? Don't be in denial. Just take a minute. But this is not going to be everybody's message, but I feel like some of you be looking for love like in the wrong places. Some of you also are struggling like with sexuality just in general, like maybe depending on your sex, right? But something like you want to have a baby, but the maybe you're in the same sex relationship, or like you just realize that you like the same sex or something like that. I'm hearing that song, that Kanye song, will I ever love again? Memories made in the coldest winter. Goodbye, my friend. Let's see what this is about. What's the Four of Pentacles here for Pisces? The Star, yeah. I'm feeling like there's some healing that needs to be done in your crown chakra and your heart chakra, and I don't know, her feet are on these two pentacles down there, but I'm feeling like this is your root chakra. So these are memories, childhood memories. Yeah, there's healing that needs to be done there, and maybe you're shedding some light on it right now with the Star. Like you are trying to heal these things that keep you from allowing yourself to feel like you can be vulnerable. Some of you had a parent who just they talked to you badly. What's the Queen of Swords? Like a verbal abuse. Yeah, justice in reverse. It wasn't fair. Like it may be something going on around you currently, but this feels like it's like past energy, Pisces. It feels like something that you're holding inside of you. I feel like some of you maybe continue to try to heal a relationship with a parent, particularly like a mother, and like every time you try, it just goes the same way. You're like, man, she don't see things she don't see my perspective. She doesn't see who I truly am. Like I'm seeing this here. Like some of you maybe like trans or something like that even, but it's like you may have a parent or guardian who like, I don't know, I feel like they just don't see you, and like every time you try, like you feel like there's no point. Every time you try to open up to this person or try to heal your relationship, you see again like, okay, this is never going to work. That's how it seems to you. You try to be open and blunt with this person, or like I feel like you even have like very curt conversations. Like, and I feel like this is with a parent, but you know, whatever. Um, or this can be you with your child, right? Reverse it however you need to. But the conversations just are just very blunt. Like it lacks like love. It lacks warmth. What's the Ten of Cups here? In Pisces head, and I think some of you are feeling like, you know, well, this is never going to happen. I give up. Yeah, three of wands in reverse. It's so funny that in multiple readings, the Three of Wands in reverse represents blockages, right? So in certain readings, the Three of Wands has come out in a particular placement, and so for you, your blockage here is in the mind. Okay. I feel like some of you have like some kind of fantasy. I don't want to call it that, but it's like a dream that you have with the Ten of Cups coming out in reverse. It's like you don't think that it's possible. I feel like this is a situation with a parent that you feel like is impossible to heal it. Like you don't see it happening. Some of you, this is a memory that, like memories that you have about your childhood, you like block them out altogether. Like you don't want to remember stuff that you've gone through in your childhood. I'm so sorry if this is your story. I am. I'm sending you so much love. Okay, what's the Lovers here? We're gonna give you some separate advice, I think. What's the Lovers here for Pisces in their heart space? I feel like you feel really blocked off from like authentic, genuine love for whatever reason. I feel like, yeah, Queen of Swords. It may be this person. I don't know. Was it a Gemini? Five of Pentacles. Some of you just had someone in your life who just made you feel so lonely. Or you feel this way now, but I feel like I'm tapping into like a younger heart space. Like I feel like I'm tapping into somebody's like childhood or teenage years. Like some of you felt like you couldn't be a kid. You didn't feel like it was right for you to like have fun or let loose because of this Queen of Swords person. It could be you with yourself, right? You could have put this blockage on yourself. But I see it as a parent. I mean, coming out with the parenting card. You know what? Gemini got this energy as well. This like feeling of isolation, and it's funny because it's coming out with the Lovers card. This feeling of isolation, like somebody made you feel alone, or this is just you feeling that way. But I don't know. Some of you think that like without a certain person, even that you will be alone forever. Or someone has made you think that about yourself. Like this Queen of Swords person does not play nice, does not play fair, says very hurtful things, purposely says things to make you feel a certain way about yourself, to like take away your hope, your faith. Like I feel like they started doing this to you from a very young age. Like they don't want you to believe in yourself. They don't want you to believe that you can find happiness. Like I feel like you just dreamed of getting out of whatever this situation was. What's the Knight of Wands? Yeah, what's the Knight of Wands? I feel like you guys had trouble like putting yourself first. Again, I feel like this is like as a teenager or in your youth. Like you prioritize others a lot. Like you wanted to be playful and happy, but I feel like you didn't have the chance to. Some of you had a very like rough childhood. I feel like you wanted to make decisions that were for your best interest, but somehow somebody like forced you to do things that were for them. Like they didn't want you to do stuff that was for yourself. I don't know what any of this means. I hope that it's resonating. I hope it is making sense. I mean, I kind of hope that it doesn't. Like, you know, like I hope that it's not your story. But if it is, right? But Pisces, I feel like all of this is in the past, and I feel like it's continuing to affect you now. I don't have a clear idea of, the Death card is here in reverse. Like, I feel like you're still somewhat stuck in this past version of yourself, and you continue to play out this narrative in other relationships. And like I said, some of you may try to use sex to replace this feeling that you have of loneliness. Like Maybe you try to have a child to replace that feeling with parenting here. But some of you, this is you with your parent, or if you're a parent, this is you with your child. Like maybe some of you even were like teenage like mothers or something like that. Like you married young, single mom, and there's a bit of a bitterness here. Like somebody feels like they didn't have a childhood though. Like it was taken away from them. Like they had to choose. I got the Knight of Wands in reverse with the King of Wands. It's like somebody had to step up and like parentify themselves. I see kids like this. I'm a teacher, so, I see kids like this all the time. They can't have a childhood because they're forced to like, it's like their parent is codependent on them. And like, it's unhealthy. Or it's like their parent is like a narcissist that doesn't really want them to be happy. Or, I don't know, something like that. Okay, Pisces. I'm just going to get you some final overall advice. Overall advice for Pisces, please, Spirit. Because I feel like this just kind of took us down memory lane. But maybe this is just something that you need to take a look at, right? Maybe something that you don't really think about often. I feel like some of you try to just block it out. You may try to use other things to block it out, like sex, people, drugs, drinking, anything. 3 of Pentacles is your advice. I feel like it's important for you as an adult, if you are here, Ace of Wands, Temperance card, yeah. As an adult, I feel like it's really important for you to do things that make you feel happy, or even your inner child. Do things that make you feel heard. Do things that make you feel empowered. Do things like childish things, right? I mean, as long as you're not hurting anybody or yourself, Pisces, I feel like it's really important for you to also build a solid foundation for yourself. Like, to find, like, I'm hearing comfort, but like if you struggle with stability as a child, I feel like it's really important for you to try to create that for yourself and find balance within yourself as an adult. Like focus on what traditions would you like to engage in? What do you consider to be balanced? What do you consider to be a stable foundation? What does a happy home look like to you? Like really focus on what is it that you see for yourself. Things that you were dreaming about as a child, whatever you felt happy home looked like trying to create that for yourself and not necessarily replace it or fill the void with other things. Yeah. I feel like you need to work with your inner child. Like I'm seeing this as a child here and an adult. And if this is you and a parent, I feel like you need to listen more. I feel like when your child talks to you and tries to tell you how they feel or tries to give you the honest truth about, how they see themselves or their self-esteem or something like that, you need to fucking listen. You need to listen. You need to be fair. You need to be open. With the Temperance card, you need to be open-minded to hear your child out about what they feel will make them happy. Like, you don't know everything. I'm just saying, like, you have to be willing to collaborate, willing to work together, willing to blend, okay? That's what the Temperance card is, to blend whatever, blend anything. Here I'm seeing, like, blend ideas with the Ace of Swords here. Like, if you're a parent, you need to ask your child, what do they want? I don't care how old they are. Like, I don't care if they're 2 years old or if they are 35. You should ask your child, what do they want? Or if you want to dig back into the past, what did they want as a child? Like, what do they need from you now? Like, maybe they just need a fucking hug. I don't know. You should be open and listen, okay? Give me an angel message. They said yes, with an exclamation point. They just confirmed what I just said. And recovery is here. Some of you definitely struggle with addictions of some sort. And I feel like it came from this childhood parenting issue. But the answer is yes. It's time to balance things out. It's time to open yourself up to the angel of recovery. And I'm sending you all that type of energy this way. I'm praying for you, Pisces. I hope that this was helpful. I wish you the best of luck in the situation. And I'll see you next time. Mwah.